Hi everyone, hope you're doing great. My name is Suhas. We have been getting this question repeatedly on our WhatsApp and Telegram groups. How to stay motivated during this CAT journey? Motivation is something which is extremely volatile if it is extrinsic motivation, or it can be long term if it is intrinsic motivation. So, what exactly is extrinsic and intrinsic motivation? Right. So extrinsic motivation is what you're deriving from your surroundings, right? You watch a motivational video, you watch a TEDx speech, you watch some amazing movie like Lagan or something, and you get that motivation. And what is intrinsic motivation? It's something that is within. So the first thing I would ask you everyone to do is take an hour or two and sit and understand why exactly do you want to do MBA. You can spend that 1 year to try and crack any other exam, but you chose CAT. Why exactly did you embark on this path? The usual reasons would be that, sir, I'm stuck in a dead end IT job, I don't know what will happen with my future, I want to have a career transition or career switch. Second thing, sir, I'm not getting enough pay from my company, I'm a mechanical engineer, I'm being paid 10,000 rupees to work day and night. So I want to grow my career. This can be a good reason, right? It can be something like I want to get into academics, I want to do some research on some financial data modeling. That's why I want to get into MBA and learn the basics from the best. Right. So these are the things that can lead you to why MBA, and this is very important because even in your personal interview they'll ask you this question. So thus that answer will lead you to a better motivation every day. You don't need to wake up and read some 10 pages of great Abdul Kalam's books to get motivated. You can stay motivated by yourself, which is amazing if you ask me. Second thing is every CAT aspirant has this ideal target, right? He wants to get into IMA, IMB, IMC, FMS, XLRI, or any of these top-notch institutions. And what he does, he asks on our group, he asks other places, sir, what exactly do I need to score to get into this college? We are extremely honest. We don't say that say you get IIM calls at 90 percentile. We say it is 99 or 99.5 if you are a general engineering male candidate. And what exactly happens is sometimes this can be overwhelming for some candidates. We do mention it before we say it is 99.5. It is not impossible to achieve. See, north of 99, 2500 to 3000 students score that every year. You think you can't be one among those 3000 people? I don't think so. And it is not very difficult if you practice religiously 2 hours a day for 8 to 10 months. There have been a lot of cases wherein people have studied 1 hour a day for 12 months and scored 99 percentile. So it is not very difficult, I'll tell you, because there have been so many instances. We'll come up with a topper speech also later on. So you need to manage your expectations initially. When you write your first mock, what exactly happens is you score say 100 marks or 120 marks or 135 marks, and you'll be like, oh god, this is nowhere near to 99th percentile, what will happen to me? Of course, you have just started your preparation. How can you think that you'll be scoring 99th percentile in the first mock itself? And there have been a lot of people who are repeating, and they are also part of the same mock series. So you need to be very optimistic, and you need to think, okay, I scored 100 marks in this mock, probably next mock I'll score 105 or 110 marks. And you need to think about which all areas you're lacking, and you need to step up your game. Okay. And third thing that happens is, I was speaking to a friend. So he was like, bro, I just started preparing. I bought Arun Sharma and I'm preparing. I was like, that's great. I was like, what you're preparing? He told, bro, I am going to finish algebra in 3 days. I was like, wow. Do you really think that is something you can achieve in 3 days? It's like, bro, why not? Why not? I can achieve it, right? Even the person who has scored 99th percentile last CAT, even he cannot sit and finish algebra in 3 days. You need to have realistic targets. You need to be like, okay, algebra in 15 days, yeah, that is doable. And algebra in 3 days, it's not gonna happen. So you keep realistic targets, and you set a small target for today, and you should not be even going and sleeping if you're not done with that target. Say a common target I'll give you, okay, because you're just right now starting your preparation. Say 30 problems in quant, and 5 sets in DILR, 5 RC sets, and say 10 or 15 verbal ability questions. If you are not done with this much in the whole day, then you cannot sleep. I'm sorry. You should finish it before 12 o'clock, then you go sleep. That kind of motivation must be there, because you had a whole day, and trust me, all these things which I told, it won't take more than 2-3 hours. And if you're not able to dedicate those 2-3 hours, then you're not a serious candidate, right? If you are serious and if you want to go for the 99th percentile, this is what is required. This is what I am trying to tell everyone very humbly. Fourth thing, people try to micromanage their schedule. What exactly does micromanagement look like? So micromanagement looks something like this. So you wake up at 8 o'clock. You'll be like, okay, 8 to 8:15 I'll brush my teeth. 8:15 to 8:30 I'll have my coffee. 8:30 to 9 o'clock I'll sit and read my newspaper. 9 to 9:30 I'll have my breakfast. 9:30 to 10:45 I'll study quant. Do you really think this happens in real life? Do you think we run on a stopwatch? No, right? When that doesn't happen, what exactly happens is people get demotivated. They'll be like, all these missed targets will become micro failures, and those micro failures will lead to a lot of depression and a lot of anxiety. And when that happens, people will stop preparing, right? Fifth thing, you need to understand that you can derive motivation, but one step ahead, you can create great habits. There's an amazing book called Atomic Habits. I suggest you read if you have some free time. So there they say that it takes around 21 to 66 days for a habit to form. And habit once formed, it stays with you forever. I'll tell you, if you read the newspaper editorial for 21 days, starting today, on the 22nd day, it comes automatically. When you wake up, you just go, you read the newspaper. It becomes effortless. And you have a lot more energy to expend on doing other things for your CAT prep. And trust me, it will take your preparation to the next level. You can pick up, vocab words. Say you are traveling home from office and you sit and learn 20 vocab words. That will step up your game to such levels that you will reach that 99th percentile in VARC in no time. This is one more thing. And the fifth thing is, see, you are not the first person to ever reach 99th percentile, and you won't even be the last person. Don't give yourself so much importance that this is something that it is great that I'm doing. This is something that will take you yourself to that catapult, which is IIM ABC or whichever is the top B school. CAT is not the end game which you want to play. The end game is you want to go grow your career in your college, so your focus should be over there. Your focus should not so much depend on that. See, my CAT, I need to score 99.5, I need to get into this college, I need to be here, and only then my career will happen. No matter which college you get into, your career should happen. Your goals should not be dependent on just CAT, it should be dependent on a long-term vision. So keep a vision. You might want to be an investment banker. You would have seen Wolf of the Wall Street, and you'd be like, I want to retire at 40, I want to have a yacht, I want to have a beautiful wife, I want to have a mansion. This might be many people's goal. Just have the dream and vision in your head, and that will help you, get through this journey very easily. And one more thing, you need to create a very positive and vibe filled study space. So I just made a video of my own study space, and I've attached it at the end of this video. Please go through that. So what happens is you don't need to have a lot of space. Even a corner of your room is enough to create study space. I've seen many friends of mine also do the same. But that corner becomes your sanctuary. As soon as you enter that space, you should be in study mode. Your gadget should be off. Your laptop should not be in the room. Anything that distracts you should be turned off. This is something that is very crucial. One more thing that might be difficult for people to follow. So many of us, we try to stay off social media for this CAT preparation journey. So what exactly is social media? Social media is basically a dopamine factory wherein it is continuously filling us with micro achievement kind of feelings within ourselves. So what exactly happens is we don't get so much motivation when you solve a problem. It is the equivalent. Okay, so getting a WhatsApp notification gives you the same kind of gratification as solving a math problem. So what would we do? The easier thing is to text someone or get a call. So we tend to go towards that side. So many people who are preparing for UPSC or CAT, they turn off their social media completely for an year. If that is